Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back and we're live once again. I am Jay Hollingshead, your personal high performance mindset coach and public speaker. Thanking you again for tuning in to another episode of my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. Today is consecutive episode number 301 of 365. And today is Sunday, day 1 of the week. We will be discussing pillar number 1, awareness and mindfulness. So before we get into that, we got to give our roll call. My big brother AJ Arthur Hollingshead, I appreciate you and love you, man, for tuning in as usual. My oldest baby, Jaleesa Hollingshead, I see you, babe. I see you tuning in. Thank you. I appreciate you. My aunt, Gina Sess. What's up, Gina? I appreciate you as well. Uncle Herb Henley, firefighter lieutenant number 1 extraordinaire. I appreciate you as well. Got to give a shout out to my other babe, my youngest, Brianna Hollingshead, tuning in also. Now, for those of you that are watching this on repeat, thank you. I appreciate all the repeat love. Now the roll call has been established. Let's get right into it. Episode 301 of 365, awareness and mindfulness. Now, what I want to do today is talk to you about, share with you some of the conversations I've had concerning awareness and mindfulness. And if I were to give this a title, I would probably say something like, are you aware of who you are? So what I've done in the past, I've talked to several coaches, entrepreneurs, I've talked to athletes, random people, even neighbors about their goals. I talked to them about their aspirations, their successes, their dreams, and do they have any problems starting them? And if so, what are they? And, you know, they kind of thought about that, and everybody, the majority of everyone I spoke to has had some difficulty or a problem starting off with their goals, starting off pursuing them, and because they don't know where to start or how to start. And the thing is, the majority of them, the answer is always, we don't know, or it's where do I go from here? And from thinking about that and the collective answer from all the conversations, we have no awareness of who we are in order to get started. Because if we know who we are, we know what direction we be going in. So we have no awareness of our own identity. In other words, who we are as a person, because we have lived our entire lives with the identity that society has put on us. The society has put a label on us based on what they think we should be or what they think we should do, from their external view of us and not our own internal spirit that we have within us. So, I mean, one example of that is, you know, just because somebody is 6'9" tall does not mean they're born to play basketball. But yet and still, you walk around, you head and shoulders over everybody else, and people are going to say, oh, where you play ball at? You play ball, you're athlete, and they're steady planting that seed, athlete, you're an athlete, you play ball. You know, that's what you should do, that's what you need to do. The thing is, that's society, that's all external pouring into you, putting a label on you or an ID on you, and that's happened so much to us in our own lives. You know, in everything we do, most of us are carrying labels that society has given us, and we don't know who we are. We don't have our own identity. Therefore, we fear the unknown. It is natural for us as humans to fear the unknown. So what's the unknown here? The unknown is ourselves, who we are, our identity. We have no awareness of it. We are not mindful of our own capabilities. So, and the thing is, we are not mindful of our own spirit because our mind is full of everybody else's spirit that they have poured into us and put on us. So in order for us to proceed with our own dreams, our own aspirations, our own thoughts of who we are, we have to be mindful of our own strengths. And so to get past that, we have to get past our biggest fear. And the biggest fear we have is the image or the person we see in the mirror every single day. Marianne Williamson wrote a poem, and the first lines of that poem are, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Our light, the knowledge of who we are, light, knowledge, our light, our knowledge, the knowledge of who we are, that's what frightens us. So my personal definition that I like to use of awareness is having being being having the being able to observe opportunities unfolding or situations or circumstances unfolding around you while you yourself are in the midst or are a part of an unfolding circumstance. Now, these unfolding circumstances, as they unfold and unveil opportunities for us to use for our own spirit, to grow our own identity, to go into the purpose that we have for ourselves according to who we are, not the label that everyone else is putting on us. We are not aware of that. We are not mindful of that because we don't spend time with ourselves. So we cannot apply lessons from these opportunities to ourselves if we don't know ourselves well enough to apply these lessons. So, in other words, what we need to do from my standpoint, I say the five senses. Those are the five gateways to our mind. We've walked our whole lives with our five senses wide open and pointed outward to accept everything that's coming inside from the outside. We're hearing society. Our five senses are open to society. Those are the five gateways to our mind. I say turn them inward, okay? That way we can hear ourselves and accept who we are, ourselves. Listen to yourself, talk to yourself, have conversations with yourself, spend time with yourself. That's what we need to do in order to find out who we are and have an awareness and mindfulness of our own spirit, our own purpose. Then we won't have that fear of getting started. Then we won't have that fear of moving forward. So we have to have that in our mind. And this is all part of a high performance mindset that I've been trying to teach and put into those that are willing to accept this. So if you are ready to move forward and push towards your goals, you have to employ your high performance mindset, starting with your own identity, who you are. To do that, let's go back to the nature thing. Or get in nature. That's where I want you to be. Shut out society. Turn those five senses inward. What you hear, what you see, what you touch, taste, you smell, all of that. We've been doing that from what the outside is. We know what the outside tastes like, feels like, smells like, and we know what it sounds like. We know all of that. But what do we sound like on the inside? What do we feel like on the inside? What do we smell like on the inside? What do we see? What do we look like on the inside? We don't know. In order to do that, get away from the technology, go on a nature walk, go on a trail, and just find a good spot where you can hear nothing but nature. Nothing but everything that's organically grown, like the grass, the trees, the water. And spend 5 minutes listening to yourself. Spend time with yourself. You want to know who you are? Ask yourself, your higher self. Say, who am I? I want to know. Give me the answers. 5 minutes a day. Do that 5 minutes a day every day. I guarantee you, before you realize it, you will have already started your journey and won't even know it. So awareness and mindfulness, it starts with ourselves. We can't move forward if we don't know who we are and what direction we're supposed to go in. We don't know what direction forward is. So practice your awareness and mindfulness. Get to know who you are. That way you can be who you are supposed to be. I'm Jay Hollingshead, your high-performance mindset coach and public speaker, coming to you with consecutive episode number 301 of 365. Every performance you give results in an effort or an excuse. Let's make the effort. Be well, stay blessed, and through love, be a blessing. God bless.